Now, please help me welcome to the stage tonight State Farm's Good Neighbor Award winners, Ofelia Barba, Zoey Luna, and Letty Barba.
I go first. We would like to thank Equality California for this award and also for all the amazing work they have been doing to create a better understanding of transgender and gender nonconforming individuals. We are facing so much hate and misinformation about our transgender community right now. Transgender nonconforming individuals are facing threats of violence just for using the facilities that match their true gender identity. Trans women of color are more likely to be murdered than any other group of women, and the increase of transgender and gender nonconforming youth committing suicide is absolutely tragic. We thank you for your unwavering support. It is crucial at this time. We are deeply honored to be given this award, but in all honesty, we would like to dedicate it to the youth that have to live in states where they do not have the same protections and rights that we have here in California. To the parents that are struggling with understanding the incredible journey that their trans and gender nonconforming youth are embarking, we wish them much love through this difficult time. Thank you again.
Good evening. My name is Zoey Luna. I'm 14 years old. And I live with my mom and my sister, Letty Barba. I'm your typical high school student, and I'm transgender. I knew that I was a girl for as long as I can remember, and I always wondered why people were always calling me a boy. To me, it was so unclear. I just didn't understand. When I finally transitioned in the 5th grade, one of the hardest things for me was dealing with teachers who were bullying me. Can you believe what I'm saying? Teachers bullying me? I don't know. So, I'm sorry, I'm lost. Sorry. Sorry. I love acting and I love drama. It helps me embrace myself and it helps me become and know who I am. So does the support of my family members. My mom is one of my biggest role models. She is such a strong person and she is such a fighter. She fights for me and she loves me for who I am. I also appreciate the work of Equality California and the Transgender Law Center, who sponsored new laws that make sure that I can go use the restroom without being bullied or afraid of being harassed. I'd like to thank Equality California for this award and for the impact they had on helping transgender youth, people, and people like me. Thank you.
This is super cool, by the way. This is the first time I've done this. They've done this a million times. And before I say my part, I want to thank, actually, just because I haven't heard thanks for them, the wonderful wait staff. The volunteers at the front when we registered the venue and the people who cooked our meal. And Equality California for having us. Before Zoey came along, I never expected to experience being an older sibling to a younger sister. someone I could teach about life, how complicated it could be, and a guide into adulthood. But then there she was, and then right out of the gate, she was teaching me about life and how big and complicated it was, about being a teenager. No matter what generation you belong to, it's rough, and there's always peers that could be less sympathetic to your differences. Zoey has navigated being a young woman in a generation who is barely getting to know people like her exist alongside them, with resilience, pride, and confidence. Taking the risk of being visible in her community so that other young people like herself can feel validated and real is pure courage. And I'm grateful. And I'm grateful that I've had the pleasure of being there to witness it. Thank you all for acknowledging our family and for allowing us to show people like Zoey that they too can be loved, supported, and more importantly, that they can be free to be themselves. Thank you.